Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, I Used to Be Famous. The other night, probably watching Luckiest Girl Alive. This came up as a suggestion or something like that. I don't know. And it has Ed Skrein in it. I don't even know if I said his name right, but I like the guy. Right? I think he's a great actor, especially after we watched, like you were just hanging out with me and you decided to watch a Mona Lisa of the Blood Moon, or Mona Lisa in the Blood Moon. He was in that. I thought that was fantastic. I don't know, but anyway, he's in this, so this draw me to it. I'm absolutely going to watch it. 6.6 on IMDb. 5,511 people rated it. 5511. That's kind of cool, right? And it's he. I think it's him. Is an ex-pop star. I don't know why I'm struggling tonight. Trying to get back into, reinventing himself, and he has a jam session with an autistic boy, and then they develop some sort of friendship or something like that. Sounds like a heartwarming, exciting story with a really good actor in it that I like. So I don't know. Maybe everybody just turned me off right now. I didn't notice anybody else in it at this point, but it's on Netflix. I don't know if I mentioned that. 1 hour and 44 minutes long. So if you have Netflix, stick around. I'll let you know if it's worth watching. All right. I'll be back and try not to slur or stumble over my words on this fine Tuesday night. All right, I'll be back. Hey everybody. Excuse me. We're at the credits of I Used to Be Famous. No check-in tonight. I apologize. I was interrupted multiple times throughout this movie. It almost made me lose interest, but I'm glad I didn't. Stuck with it. If you start to watch it and you think you might not be interested, stick around to the end. It works in the end. It's a very, I guess, emotional, touching movie. So our main character, played by Ed Skrein, is Vinny D, who Vince Denham, who essentially was part of a boy band, and for one reason or another, we find out he's no longer part of the boy band, and his career goes down the tubes. So now he's like a struggling. He's trying to make ends meet. He doesn't have 2 pennies to rub together, or 2 nickels, whatever they say. But he's trying. He's going out in the street. He's making his music, and he's still into it. He's just not catching a break. And part of the previews I saw comes on young Stevie, who is a neurodivergent kid, and which is like, the way it's defined is a lot of their brain works different than the average human being, right? But very similar to autism in a sense. Not to narrow it down, but just in case. Anyway, he comes and kind of meets him, and then Vinny sees he's a talent and sees how they can work together, get some gigs, become a band. And of course, things get bigger and bigger, and they have an opportunity to make it big. And as you can imagine, what could come of that? What would what the potential outcome could all of that be, right? So that's the plot line, and for the most part, I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. You see everything coming from like a mile away. I would say my one area of opportunity, I would say, for this movie is, now at the end it worked because I felt it, right? So, but I thought they could have built a relationship between Vinny and Stevie a little bit more. There's a little bit there, but to be honest, at first I didn't feel it. You kind of feel, hey, maybe he's just using him for the music, right? That kind of thing. And so, I just thought that I don't know, that little piece I think could have focused on a little bit more, just to be, I don't know, to be nitpicky, I guess, or whatever. But other than that, and kind of seeing, where it's going to go kind of stuff. They are the 2 areas there, but otherwise you make it through and it's well worth it, and I can't go into any more detail than that. Let me throw this one other fact. That Stevie is played by Leo Long, who is he's actually neurodivergent and a musician, right? Very, very talented. 4 tracks, they said, from this movie were actually played by him. So very, very talented, and that makes it even better, I think. It's not somebody acting that way. He was doing his own acting. I like it, and that elevated it for me. I didn't know that going in, but now you do if you do go and see it. So I don't know where it takes place. I guess in London, maybe. I don't know, but something like that. But well worth the hour and 44 minutes. It's on Netflix. If you like to see these kinds of movies, and I don't want to tell you anymore because I think the rest of it is just experiencing it all. So there you go. I think I'll keep it brief tonight. Check it out. The ending takes it up to a 7 or 8. The rest of it brings it down to a 6-ish. Nothing below 6. But you know, for a Netflix movie and everything that I said, I think it's worth it. So worth all the interruptions that I got. All right, I'm rambling on. Hopefully I was helpful. If not, I apologize. But thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.